Good morning, Region 9. This is Arian K. Mendoza, Acting Chief Corporate Accountant A of Branch Accounting and Property Division of the Accounting Department. So, I made this video to show you or teach you on how to prepare the cash receipts and deposits journal or the CRDJ, as this is still part of the devolution process of the accounting functions. So, the purpose of this is for us to be able to comply with the requirements of the DOF or the Department of Finance to submit the monthly NHA collection 1 week after the end of the previous month. So, yung usual practice kasi natin is that the collection reports from the regional offices, for example, Region 9, is submitted to the main office, i-courier, di-deliver pa, dadaan pa sa treasury bago makuha ng accounting for recording. So, ginawa to for us to ma-process natin ng mabilis at makapag-submit tayo sa DOF on time, since the documents are already already available kasi nandyan naman sa inyo yung nanggagaling. So, hopefully, mapapabilis yung pag-generate natin ng reports na isasubmit natin sa DOF. So, this is part 1, and I will be discussing here yung different columns ng CRDJ. Papakita ko yung template na ginagamit sa main office to record the collections. So, yun, let's start. So, this is the sample template ng CRDJ. As you can see, there are a lot of columns dito, wherein ito yung mga accounts na pinapasukan ng mga collections natin. Pero, hindi naman lahat ito is applicable for you. Hindi naman lahat ng accounts na to is nagagamit natin. So, kung hindi naman natin siya kailangan na column, you can hide it or delete it na lang para iwas error na rin, kasi mas maraming column yung nakalatag dyan, mas prone tayo sa error na maipost siya sa maling account. So, kung hindi naman natin siya gagamitin, we can hide or delete it na lang. So, I will be explaining it one by one yung mga uses ng columns na ito. First column is the checking for adjustment column. So, this is just for checking purposes kung lahat ba ng debit ay equal sa credit. So, makikita natin to kung balanse yung mga entries natin. Next column is the job number column, or this is just for reference. Kasi nalalagyan lang siya kapag naipasok na sa General Journal or GJ, yung CRDJ. So, magkakaroon siya ng reference number. Dito natin siya ilalagay for easy reference. Next is the balance for collecting officer. Ito naman is used to check if all the collections collected by the collecting officer were deposited in the bank. So, dito makikita natin kung na-deposit ba ni collecting officer lahat ng nakolekta niya. For example, sa Bank Samoro, nakakolekta ng 32,449. So, makikita natin dito, na-deposit niya rin lahat ng nakolekta niya, kaya 0 yung balance dito. However, there are instances wherein hindi niya na-deposit lahat ng nakolekta niya. So, dito, for example, si Kamahardika-an, nakakolekta siya ng 9,750, pero ang na-deposit lang niya is 6,750. So, nagkaroon siya ng balance na 3,000. So, nangyayari to kapag nakakolekta siya siguro at the end of the month at na-deposit siya then the next month na. So, kunwari, collection siya for February, last week ng February, pero na-deposit na siya ng March na first week. So, nangyayari yun. So, dito natin makikita at mamamonitor kung meron pa tayong mga hindi pa na-deposit. So, this column is very useful. pwede natin siyang gamitin for monitoring. Next is the date. So, ito yung date of collection. Malagay natin dyan. Usually, nagpapasok tayo sa CRDJ weekly yung date natin. Next is the name of the collecting officer. So, dito natin ilalagay yung sa column na to kung sino ang collecting officer. Next is the projects, kung saang project siya na-collecta. And the next is yung account number. This is the bank account number kung saan pumapasok yung mga collection natin or kung saan natin siya i-deposit. Next naman is we will go through this mga accounts. So, these accounts are from the revised chart of accounts issued by the Commission on Audit way back 2015. So, ito na yung revised account code. Kasi ang dating account code natin is 3-digit lang. Meron pa rin mga collection report kaming nakikita na 3 digits pa yung ginagamit nila. So, we also put it here para may reference kayo at di kayo malito. Sa baba niya yung revised na or yung bagong account code na. So, I will be first discussing the debit side. So, ito yung mga account na makikita natin sa debit side ng ating CRDJ. First, we debit cash collecting officer for the amount or the total amount collected by the collecting officer. So, kung magkano yung total na nakolekta niya for that week or for that month, i-debit natin siya sa cash collecting officer. Next naman, after we debit cash collecting officer, we will also debit kung saang bank account natin siya dineposit. So, there are 3 kinds of bank accounts. Either bank account, cash in bank current, cash in bank savings, or restricted funds. So, these are all bank accounts. Depende lang sa inyo kung anong klaseng bank account yung pinapasukan nyo ng collection natin. So, either current siya, either savings, or restricted fund. Hindi siya pwede na sabay na may entry. So, in your case, sa Region 9, savings lang yung ginagamit nyo. So, we debit savings, cash in bank savings for the amount deposited ni cash collecting officer. Another reminder pala dito sa projects, itong LTAP kay Ma'am Jacqueline Horario. Yung LTAP projects natin is dapat naka-break siya kasi kapag gumagawa tayo ng schedule to financial statement, hindi siya pwedeng LTAP lang. Dapat i-indicate natin kung anong project siya talaga para hindi na tayo kasi hindi na namin makikita to. So, sa inyo na lang yung sa inyong collection documents to makikita. So, kindly indicate or break down po yung kung anong project na LTAP to. So, yan. Going back, so, tapos na tayo dito sa cash in bank. Next is itong advances for operating expense. Ito, very, hindi siya masyadong ginagamit. So, ito naman ginagamit siya for those refund to MOOE kasi minsan nare-resibuhan din natin yun. So, dito natin siya dinitebit. Itong restricted fund, sabi ko kanina, is a type of bank account. Pero ito naman is ginagamit siya for trust na yung mga projects natin na under trust, na may trust liability tayo. So, kapag may collection sila, dyan natin dinidebit. Next is we will go here sa credit side. Kung makikita nyo, mas marami siya compared to debit side kasi this is where we credit or where we post yung mga application of payment natin. So, maraming account siya. Pero sabi ko nga kanina, hindi lahat ito nagagamit. So, you can hide or delete na lang yung mga accounts na hindi naman nyo nagagamit. So, let's start. Yung first credit natin is cash collecting officer. So, kinikredit naman to for the amount na dineposit na ni cash collecting officer. Same dito sa cash in bank savings. So, after makakolekta ni cash collecting officer, i-deposit niya at magkikredit naman siya ng cash collecting officer din for the same amount na dineposit niya. This is to relieve her of her accountability. Ibig sabihin na i-deposit niya na wala na siyang accountability doon. So, next. So, additional, kung makikita nyo, same yung amount dito sa cash in bank at saka yung cash collecting officer. Laging the same yan kasi kung magkano ngayon na i-deposit ni cash collecting officer, yun din yung i-credit mo. Next is the receivable. So, we have 3 kinds of accounts receivable: rental, mortgage, at saka yung ISR installments. So, ang very usual dito is yung ISR, yung installment, kasi ito yung kinikredit natin for CCS projects. Kung merong mga payments na ikikredit to principal, dito natin siya ikikredit sa ISR. So, rental, we all know naman for rental, yung mga collection natin sa rental, dito naman natin kinikredit. And dito naman for MTO o yung mga mortgage takeouts. So, itong accounts receivable column naman, ina-add na lang itong tatlo kasi they are under 1GL account, which is yung accounts receivable. So, ina-add lang na yan. Next is the different incomes. First is AI or yung other business income amortization interest. Kinikredit naman natin to for the current AI or yung mga amortization interest for the current year. For in this case, 2020. So, dito natin siya i-credit. Next is the DI or the delinquency interest. So, yan, dito natin siya i-credit. And then, accumulated surplus and deficit. Ito naman, ginagamit siya for the amortization interest for the previous years. For example, 2017, 2018, 2019 na AI, dito na natin siya i-credit. Hindi dito, kasi this is for current, this is for previous years. Next is the depository liability column. Ito naman is credited for the collection na hindi pa created or wala pang application of payment. So, this account is very crucial kasi monitor din to ng COA. Dapat to clean up kasi this is under a liability account, so dapat hindi siya lumalaki. So, ito, other issues to, i-explain din to further in the future. So, yun. Other issues yan. Pero, mahalaga rin siya. Next is, ito mga checking lang to. Ito, check lang niya yung total credits. And ito yung debit naman. And next, ito, processing fee. Ito naman is mga income na to. Processing fee, miscellaneous, clearances, permits, water expenses, electricity, ayan, mga iba't ibang income na yan and expenses. So, itong processing fee, dapat to binibreak din nyo kasi maraming klaseng processing fees and miscellaneous income. So, ipapauta natin yan. So, ayan siya. Ayan siya. Kung makikita nyo, permit fees, so maraming klase siya. Clearances and certification, maraming klase rin. Processing fee, marami rin. So, kung anong klaseng income siya, i-specify natin kasi kailangan natin yung i-break kasi pag-record natin dito sa main office niyan is naka-break siya, hindi siya po. So, bawat income and fees na nakokolekta natin is may account na specific na pinapasokan. So, let's specify kung anong account talaga siya. So, for example, kung processing fee siya, anong klaseng processing fee siya, kung application, transfer fee, legalization, notarial. So, ayun, kindly indicate lang for easy recording na rin. Ayan. So, ito, mga different expenses. Ito, mga loans receivable. Ito, usually ginagamit to sa mga AFP, PNP projects. So, siguro later on, kapag may projects na kayong ganun, magkikredit na rin tayo dito. Petty cash, ito due from LGUs, trust liabilities. Ito hindi ko na siya lahat i-explain kasi Usually hindi naman lahat ito nagagamit. Sabi ko kanina, depende sa ating mga accounts na hawak. So that's it, and see you next